So now that we know what tags are, let's take a deeper look at how they look like and what are the things that we do with them. So warriors, this is the dashboard of our Google Tag Manager, and here is the tag section which I have just clicked, and as you can see there is no tag here, it's totally empty. So create a new tag, we have to create on new, and you will see here the setup of the tag. So there are two things here that we have to fill. One is tag configuration and another is trigger. So every tag comes with a trigger. You cannot make a tag without a trigger. We will cover triggers later. For now, let's look at the tag configuration. So when I click on tag configuration, you will see a lot of options here. Under featured, you will see Google Analytics, Google Ads, Google Tag, Conversion Linker. These are the tags that are given by Google, which are handy here. And then you have option to add custom HTML, custom image tag, and then you have templates which are not made by Google. These are third-party templates made by different companies for your convenience. So let's look at the featured tags. So you will have here Google Analytics. Within Google Analytics, you will have GA4 event and you will have a Google tag. So for you to use Google Analytics events, you will have to add a Google tag which will contain your measurement ID. This we will discuss later when we will study Google Analytics. I will tell you how we have to create events and we have to conquer Google tag there. For now, I just want you to know that we have a lots of feature tags here which are made by Google. Then we have option to create a custom HTML tag. So for example, let's say your platform has given you a script and has asked you to add the code to your website. So instead of adding the code to your website, you can create a custom HTML tag. You will have to just click on custom HTML option here, and within this part you will have to paste your the script that has been provided by the platform, and then you can add the trigger here, and this tag will start working as expected. Other than custom HTML tags, we have ready-made templates. As I said earlier, uh, there are many templates here. There are many things that can be done with Google Tag Manager. So everyone comes with their own tags and they have their own templates. A lot of these are not needed. You may find a lot of tags here. For example, LinkedIn Insight tag, and you may have your meta tag here. If you don't find a tag template here which you are interested in, you may go to this option at the top, which says discover more tag types in the community template gallery. If you click here, you will have a huge list of all the tags that are made by third parties. Okay, and in order to search for that tag that you are looking for, you can click here on the search option, and then you may look for the tag that you are looking for. Let's say you want to have a meta pixel here. Okay, so we have a meta pixel, which this tag says it's a meta pixel tag by Facebook. So it's very important to note here that which company has made this tag. Okay, it is very important because there are many tags made by vendors which are unauthorized, which are not which don't have a good reputation in the market. I would ask you to avoid them, and you may also look for a tick sign here which says that the vendor is verified by github.com, and then you may add this to your workspace. Okay, so if I click here on add to workspace, this meta pixel will be added to our workspace and we can use it anytime we want. So there are many tag templates which you will find in the gallery, made by Meta, made by LinkedIn, made by many companies. And when you add a tag into your workspace, you will find many options here. Okay, every provider, every platform has their own set of configuration that they want you to set up. Okay, for example, here we have Facebook pixel ID. As you can see in this meta picture, you will have to paste your pixel ID here. This is mandatory. Then you, if you want, you can enable other options which are given by Facebook. These are optional, of course. So this is enhanced e-commerce data layer integration, very important if you have e-commerce website. And so you have many options here. So I will cover a few of them or a lot of them in the coming videos, in this series as well, and as well as in another series. uh, I will, whenever I will discuss about a tag, I will ensure that I discuss these options with you in detail. So these are the options that you have to see, and you have to add a trigger here, of course, and you can hit on save. Once you will hit on save button, our tag is saved here. So this is how you create a tag. You can create a custom HTML tag by pasting the script directly, or you can choose a template from the template gallery. One important thing to note here is the settings in each tag template. These settings are often very important because they tell the tag which data to collect and how to process it. I will try to explain these settings in detail whenever it's important when we will be building a tag. Now let's move on to other important things that we have here in Google Tag Manager regarding tags. So one thing that you can do with tags is to save them when they are needed. As you can see here, we have a folder section here. Within folders, you can create a new folder and you can save tags there. So for example, if I click here on new folder, I will be creating a new folder. I'm naming it just new folder dummy and clicking on create, and you can see I have this new folder here called new folder dummy. Within this, I can add a new tag, trigger or variable, anything that you want to. Another very important thing that we have here is templates. So if I click here on templates, you will have an option to create a tag template of your own. Yes, we can create a tag template of our own. For that, you will have to click here on the new option, give your template a name. I'm just naming it tag template dummy, and then you can select the fields that you want, the code, permissions, anything else that you need here. So this is a bit complex thing to do, and in 99% cases you don't even need this. So this is pretty much of how a tag looks like and what are the things that we do with them. In coming videos, we will cover a lot more in detail when we will be building real tags. So I will see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.